All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's continue our coverage from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60 with the CEO, COO of NFL alumni, Brad Edwards, Ken Coffey. Here's your helmets. Put them on.
Let's see. Does it?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I think that time has passed. Though.
I put that guy in a closet and lock the door.
Plenty of people to tackle around here, guys.
There are.
Yeah,
Yeah, but only when they aren't looking.
that's right.
I can't run with them now, though.
Yeah. So here we are a year later at Super Bowl. What's going on with the NFL alumni these days?
What's not going on really? I mean, we're just doing tremendous work. Our chapters continue to do amazing work within their chapters, raising funds, around golf tournaments and other engagement opportunities. Nationally, we have a number of just super terrific and impactful campaigns around cancer, fatherhood. We've got a big one we just kicked off with the CDC around lung cancer, so that's going to do some amazing numbers. We've got some amazing, not to use that term too many times, but it is amazing. Rod Woodson, Jerome Bettis, Warren Moon. We've just got some terrific guys that are part of these campaigns as ambassadors that just really drive awareness around some of these healthcare issues.
I'd say the other thing that I absolutely love, Bram, is we have some really active chapters that are in the community every day, whether they're dealing with kids or the community or our own in need. And a day doesn't pass when I don't talk to someone on our old team or someone in the community that's going through a tough time. And we do what we can. We're a charity. We're proud to say we're a charity. 82% of our functional income, we give it away. And so I get excited about that every time I think about it. I'm also excited that we're starting a new push on food insecurity. And for example, I live outside the Houston area, and we have hurricanes and storms, and we've allied ourselves with groups that have fed over 1 million people. The alumni is going to get out there in the community anyway and assist and help. But the fact that we can partner with, Convoy of Hope is the name of the group, with groups like that, it just makes it exciting that we get a chance to really impact people's lives in a positive way.
Yeah, and we've got another grant that we were just awarded on the disaster relief side.
Yes.
So I'm really I'm looking forward to that. I think that could be could have a tremendous impact for us to be able to go into areas and bring help and pool, all of these foundations that our members have and pool those foundations together and to be able to direct that into focused and specific drive around helping people who just endured some kind of natural disaster, hurricane, whatever, tornado, whatever it is, and that's another one. It's just the kind of work and. Yeah, there are challenges in any organization that you have. Anytime you're dealing with people, there are going to be problems, but it is something at the end of the day when you do think about the work you've done, you do put your head on a pillow in a very different sort of satisfied way than what might otherwise be the case.
Yeah, I want to say on the word impact, it feels like you all are just open-minded to finding ways to be impactful.
Yes. Well, we get so much energy from sitting around the table or being at events like this, or quite frankly, interacting with our local chapters where they're saying, hey, have you thought about this? Or I know this person or that person. And you go there and they're already doing fantastic stuff. And now it's just a matter of how do we align interests to make it fit and have even more impact. How to be additive.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, and it is. I like your term open-minded because that is in creative. There are just so many ways to be able to help other people, and Kenny experienced this being in the league I did, and I was really blown away when I got into the NFL at how philanthropic the environment of the players was at that time. I mean, I was just really blown away by that, and what I also realized is it doesn't stop at retirement.
No.
That matter of fact, it really grows from guys who want to leave a lasting impact with their life. May get to a point where they've got more years behind them than in front of them, and that compression of focus and wanting to have that, really develop that legacy and leave something good behind, it just grows and it magnifies, and that's really rewarding.
We're looking to leave a situation better than it was when we came here.
Yeah.
If you could put it in a bow, that's the real desire. And we aren't alone. There are so many people that are willing and want to do that. Our ability to have everyone coalesce and think together and work together just magnifies it.
Yeah. Sports just has that power. It just has that ability.
Especially this sport.
Yeah. There's not.
Because the best teams win.
That's right.
And it is what it is. It's from a viewership perspective, it's not going backwards. The pie is growing. The viewership. We can say, well, we count metrics differently. Now whatever it is, but the overall fan base continues to grow, and its popularity is now global. And you're seeing that, and that's fun to start to see that happening. Versus the 1.0. Endeavor 30 years ago, which really didn't get, got not much traction to it.
I'll take 30 years ago.
Right, I know. Right? Sorry, I wasn't gonna go there, but so it's just fun to see that grow, and what we realize and what we see all the time is the power of those voices of players that may have just had a cup of coffee in a training camp or been on a practice squad somewhere, not necessarily a 10-year, Hall of Famer, but you go back into those neighborhoods and where they're from and where they have a voice or where they played high school or where they played college, and it just, people listen.
Yeah.
People just give them, an ear, and maybe it shouldn't be that way. There's probably other subject matter experts who we really should be, paying the teachers more than the entertainers, but it just is what it is, and it's fun to see those guys recognize that power and want to do something good with it.
You want to make a pick in the Super Bowl? What do you got?
Can I do the standard disclaimer first?
Yeah.
We gladly represent all 32 teams.
Somebody's got to win, though.
Yes.
Right.
There will be a winner.
There will be a winner.
If you force me, how do you go against Seattle?
I agree.
Like they do so many things well on defense.
They're fast. They're physical. They don't make mistakes.
And they're showing
Run
you a
the
new
ball
twist.
well,
Yeah.
They defend. Defense.
Yet the Patriots, they had the easiest schedule. The Patriots had the healthiest team. The Patriots had home field advantage. But that's it. You keep winning. Once you keep winning, it's not luck anymore, right?
And the quarterback looks poised. He doesn't look like a second-year player. Yeah. He's got the confidence and poise of a veteran.
Here's what I'll say about that kid. Brad can hit him first, and then I'll clean up.
Fair enough.
He's a big dude.
He is.
It's so interesting, too. I don't think in the summer anybody would have picked either one of these teams to potentially be in the Super Bowl. You played on a championship team where everybody said in the summer they're going to end up in the Super Bowl, and ultimately did it. We're in a very different space right now. It really is.
It is. There's so much parity, and just coming down how many teams, when you look at efficiency rankings, how many teams traded spots in that first position throughout the season? It was like a rotating, week after week, you've got a new team.
Well, and that's why that really is why you like Seattle, though.
Yeah, we're looking at the power index going, well, their number, and it just kept, changing week after week. It seemed like. Now that's kind of anecdotal, but it seemed to be the case.
Brad Edwards, Ken Coffey. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you, Brad.
Thank you. Thanks.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.